American actor, voice actor, film producer, as well as a musician, Randy Rudy Quaid was born on 1 October 1950 in Houston, Texas, and is probably still best known for winning a Golden Globe Award for his portrayal of U.S. President Lyndon Johnson in LBJ: The Early Years in 1987. So, just how rich is Randy Quaid as of mid-2017? According to Celebrity.money, Quaid's net worth is estimated to be over $1 million, accumulated since his debut in the early 1970s, but relatively low because it has diminished over time due to many legal issues.
For the past 20 years, my wife Evie and I have been the victims of criminal activities perpetrated by a small network of individuals who are out to destroy us personally, professionally, and financially. This network of individuals is manipulating the banking system and the criminal justice system for the purposes of sabotaging our credit and our credibility. Up until a year ago, Evie and I had never had any run-in with the law whatsoever. We are not criminals, nor are we fugitives from justice, nor are we crazy. We are simply artists and filmmakers who are being racketeered on. We believe there are to be a malignant tumor of star whackers in Hollywood. How many people do you know personally who have died suddenly and mysteriously in the past 5 years? I have personally known 8 actors, all of whom I have worked with and was close to. Heath Ledger, Chris Penn, David Carradine among them. I believe these actors were whacked, and I believe that many others, such as Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan, and Mel Gibson, are being played to get at their money. In the meantime, many a celebrity's image and marketability is being co-opted and destroyed. Google helps out by keeping the negative stories near the top of a celebrity's webpage because it's the negativity that brings in the advertising revenue. In my own case, my ex-attorney Lloyd Braun has joined this tribe of bottom feeders by creating his own celebrity gossip website. What is wrong with that picture? When your own attorney starts defaming you, who do you turn to defend you? Lloyd Braun also claims to have come up with the idea of The Sopranos, so he's obviously familiar with the ways and means of organized crime. Unfortunately, my brother Dennis has made matters worse by buying a house from Mr. Braun on property Braun originally bought with money he embezzled from me. I recently discovered, much to my surprise, that Dennis is also on the deed to my Santa Barbara property. This is also the work of Mr. Braun, further confounding the validity of the transfer of my fully furnished property in 1992 to Mr. Bruce Berman. I have earned approximately $40 million throughout my career. I have profit participation in some of my films. I am being embezzled from by this monstrous ring of accountants, estate planners, and lawyers who are mercilessly slandering me and trying to kill my career, and I believe murder me in order to gain control of my royalties. I wish to return to only one thing: work.
So does your client plan on attending the hearing next week in Santa Barbara?
My client is intending to comply with the law in both jurisdictions, and we are going to spend the next couple of days strategizing.
Or killed them. They believe David Carradine, who was found hanged in a Bangkok hotel room, and Heath Ledger, who had a drug overdose, were victims of the same murderous conspiracy.
I believe these actors were whacked.
The Quaids are facing charges of trespassing and vandalism, accused of illegally squatting in a home they'd already sold. They provided CBS with this photo of their key in the front door as proof that they still own it.
You ranch this, you ain't never no good.
But police believe they don't, and now Quaid, who's appeared in more than 90 films, has gone from actor to outlaw.
It's going to be very difficult for Randy's career to recover at this point, but there's always a chance. Everyone loves a Hollywood comeback.
Randy Quaid joins us now exclusively from Vancouver, Canada, for his first live interview since this all began. Randy, good morning, and thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Okay, let's talk about the concerns that you have for your safety. You say that you're staying in Vancouver, you're staying in Canada because you don't want to come to the States because you're afraid of these people who are out to kill celebrities, and you specifically. Why do you have that fear?
I have a fear because for the last 3 years, and really the last 20 years, I've been racketeered on. My finances have been decimated by a group of people, such as my ex-attorney, my ex-business manager, and an estate planner, specifically. And they have conspired together to co-opt my corporations, put in trustees without my knowledge.
But are they now trying to kill you?
Well, yes. I mean, not in a sense where, you know, they're going to come over and shoot me with a gun or anything like that. But the way they've manipulated the system, the court system, to have us falsely arrested, and to make it impossible for us to operate on a daily basis in the most basic way. I mean, banking, owning a house, renting a house, renting a car. I mean, we cannot function.
Okay, so if I understand you correctly, it's not that you feel that someone's going to kill you literally, it's that you feel that they're just trying to decimate you and things away. If that's the case, that's
if things keep
different
going the way they are, we will be out on this. We will be out if things keep going the way they are, and we don't do something about it to expose these people. My wife and I will be out on the street, and we'll have nothing to eat. Okay, that's how bad it is.
Okay, so why have you said then that you feel that the same people who you believe killed David Carradine and Heath Ledger, these star whackers, are out to kill you as well?
Well, they are star whackers. I mean, they're people who I knew David Carradine. And,
he was found dead in Bangkok. You believe they hanged him in Bangkok, and they forced Heath Ledger to take drugs in New York?
I can't believe that David would commit a suicide. His wife has recently come out and said that she doesn't believe that she believes that he was murdered. Heath was an athlete. He played Australian football. He was robust. It's just, I've had 8 friends of mine who have either died or mysteriously or had scandals surrounding them in recent years. And this is what I'm talking about when I mean by star whacking. I mean, it's not killing somebody necessarily. It's just creating a scandal or a mystery around a celebrity that discredits them.
All right.
And Heath, I think it was possible that he could have taken some tainted prescription drugs, yes.
All right, Randy. Well, unfortunately, we are out of time, but we do appreciate you coming on the show with us this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's time now to check the weather once again, so let's give you an early look at what's going on in your area.
souls for sale here, mate. They say the fool thinks himself to be a wise man, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. I say that to say this. You might take my life, but you can't take my soul. You can't take my soul. You might take my freedom, but you can't take my soul. No, you can't take my soul. You might take my life, but you can't take my soul. You can't take my soul. You might take my freedom, but you can't take my soul. No, you can't take my soul. Yeah.